the Motorland Aragon circuit. So our second trip to Spain in 2 rounds. Now we've got quite a few changes for this race compared to the last race. Boosted due to some stuff that's gone down this week, has lost his ride at the Monster Energy Yamaha team and is being replaced by VTR, who was the reserve rider, but now he's gone and been promoted to the main rider alongside his teammate Mogsy. But Mogsy couldn't make it today, unfortunately. So instead, we've got LCR's reserve rider, Jack Berman. So he should be riding LCR, but because Mogsy's vacant, he's taken the Monster Energy Yamaha seat. You got Wigan Everton, who's replaced LFC for today because he couldn't make it. And then we've also got Chiapas on the Suzuki, since Flabby could not make it. Everyone else is here, I believe, apart someone's just, yeah, there's been problems here. Brilliant. No, it is problems. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right, there we go. Everyone's back. Everyone's on the right bike. Yep. So after some problems, we're back. Right, let's go again. So, second time lucky. Monster did disconnect, as you've probably seen in the live chat, so through some mysterious way. I was wondering why there was 11 people. So Monster, our championship leader, disconnecting, but that we hey, you want to play too? Just I'll send you the name of the person. Right, the name I put in the chat. If you want to join the league, that's the person you contact on PS4. So, second time's the charm. I've already explained all the situations of who's gone where. I've also done a couple of interviews with people, which I don't know how many of them have to reply to the questions, but hopefully quite a few. So we'll go on board with one of the new riders, Jack Berman. As I said, was meant to be riding an LCR Honda, but due to the fact that Monster has made it, because there was questions whether he would make it, he's on the Monster Yamaha for today. So we have a VTR looking to pull out some good stuff during this race, and I believe he's got Josh in front of him, and Josh is going to back out the lap. letting VTR through, and VTR's maybe the first person to go through the first sector. Oh, and also before I forget, LFC, who's not here, so he can't take his penalty today, and Josh will be unable to do a lap, and will be starting on the back row of the grid. But LFC, because he's not here, his penalty will transfer over to the next race. Okay, so 4 of the 5 people who I've asked a few questions to have been able to reply, so that's good. And Jack has crashed, so that's not the start he was hoping for. But it did say that it is one of the first times he rides the Yamaha, so he's got that to deal with. So you have with Chappers who's in front of Dak. So that got a nice mark, a bit of slipstream, and through turn I think that's 12. Round the long right hander into the chicane, which is like death sometimes if you run over that curb. Through the left now, and firing the 2 i4 engines side by side. The deck breezes past the Suzuki like it's absolutely nothing. And Monster letting them through. So Deck runs on the green there. And then Chappers runs on the green on the exit. So that goes first at 1:43.8. Chappers with a 1:45.4. Oh. So we have Kaiko now on the Tech 12 KTM. Comes across down the start finish straight, and he currently goes in 3rd place. 2 seconds, just under 2 seconds off the current time. Mr. Hitstick goes into 2nd place. I will also put in the championship standings, so you can have a look at who's where. But Nelson, here we go, coming around the final corner. Does he go pole? He does go pole, 1:43.3. That's VTR behind him. Hasn't started a lap yet. Oh. So we got Jack. Where's Josh? Josh coming around the final corner. He's pulled out because he can't do a lap. So it's good to see he's respecting the rules, and he's saving me time in case if I was to forget, to give him the penalty. But here comes Jack on his maiden qualifying lap. He does a 1:45.8. Here are your championship standings, the Google Docs link. Wigan Everton takes a lap, and so does Leon. Monster, our current championship leader, yet to do a lap. Mr. Hitsticks on a lap. Haven't got much action of him yet. Jesus Christ, running very, very wide. Oh my God, he's running very wide. Let's give it the slowest lap in history from Josh here. Hitstic improves his time with an position. John has managed to put a lap in a 1:56.5. Not even a 0.5, a 0.6. That is disastrously slow. Leave me. Right, so as Monster comes down the back straight, I will get into the interviews I had with 4 people. So we'll start with the highest place guy in the championship, who I interviewed, which was Deck. He comes Monster around the final corner. Jappers has managed to get himself into 3rd. I've actually missed that. But he's no longer got that as Monster goes into 3rd place. VTR comes down the straight into the final corner. He's been doing 43s, 44s from what I've seen. So can he jump onto the front row or the second row? It's the middle of the second row. We got Leon Yeah, it's crashed. So, I asked Deck what he thought about last week, about his second place, and if he can make one step. He says as long as there isn't a disaster at turn 1, he believes he can take first, and more, most likely meaning the championship lead. And John has improved his time. He's done a 155 flat. Not looking good for John here. Definitely might have gone in the wrong way. I suppose just no practice. I don't know what's going on there. The two Repsol Hondas are in a completely, well, one of them is meant to have a disaster. Well, I was talking to John. He said he finished top Honda last week, and just wait for Deck to go across the line. 42.9. So Deck says, John says, if you can get a clean start to the race, it's possible to repeat the performance of being top Honda, top Repsol Honda. But he finds this track fairly difficult, so it's going to be a bit of a challenge. Here comes Kaiko across the line. He does improve in time, but not position. Monster is on a lap as well. He improves in time, but not position. Wigan Everton is on a lap, coming around the final corner on the Tech 3 KTM. And he does not improve. Japper's currently on an improved Sector 1. So Mr. Hitstick, he got a podium in the last race. He said he'd like to think it can, but it will be tough because he's been really getting their times down, and the KTM struggles a bit in acceleration, but he hopes to get at least a top 5 today. He's currently in 6th, so maybe he's got better race pace than quali pace. Chapper's currently on. Oh, he was on a good lap, but he's dumped it. He's on the classic front end fold at the chicane. There's Jack, who's hit the curb most likely and lost the rear. No one else is on the lap. You got VTR, say, you know, it's his first race. He says he's been doing alright and hopes for a top 5. Very straight to the point for him. So that was the only interviews I could get in a short amount of time. I got. I'm the Monster Yam test rider, but I didn't get any. I think it was just the fact there was a bit of, it was sort of very, very last minute, and we couldn't. There's like just wasn't enough time to find you or something. I don't really know what the situation was. It was very complicated. There were a few complications. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's answered. It's been answered for you. I'd have to answer the complicated stuff myself, thankfully. So we've got Mr. Hitstick looking for a top 5. We've got VTR, is that John lining him through? Look at this, yeah. Monster's crashed. VTR's lost it. Hang on. Monster's. Oh, because he's crashed. The bite's gone past the sector 3 point. Ah, okay. Will VTR regain? No. Leon. Currently done a 145.0. He's now done a 44.9. And Mr. Hitstick now comes down the straight. Where's Wigan Everton? He's come around the final corner. John improves his time, but his time's completely in the bin. Mr. Hitstick comes out the final corner. Chappers improves his time, not position. Well, he's lost the position now as Mr. Hitstick jumps into 4th place. And then we got Jack coming around the final corner, who jumps into 8th. So yes, here comes Josh. I don't know what kind of lap he's doing. Well, you know, he is starting last, so he's made my life extremely easy, which I am very thankful for. Dak, we haven't actually watched a lot of Dak at the moment. We should have done. So that's my bad. Dak going round the chicane now. He's already done a 42.9. Can he improve that? Nelson's gone down, champion. Last season's gone down. I think Nelson's currently 5th in the standings, so he had a bit of a disaster really at round 1, being last at the end of lap 1, being involved in the absolute carnage of turn 1, but hopefully we won't have another turn 1 collision this weekend. And Monster's just crashed on he was on another improved lap, and that is... So yeah, now Two Patronus boys 1-2. Mr. Hitstick, and he's ran wide onto the gravel. And that is his lap done for VTR. Taking some very wide lines there. I assume I'd lost him. No, it hasn't lost him time. Looked all over the place. But Kaiko does not improve in his time. VTR jumps into 4th place. Oh, yep. There we go. Chapper's on a personal best sector 1 and 2. Through the chicane, that was very nicely done. Firing out the Suzuki, and he's lost time. He must have done a lot better. Chappers goes around the final corner. Suzuki squirming and squirming and squirming and squirming and squirming. And he's not able to improve Nelson. Currently not improving on his sector 1 time. Into the reverse corkscrew. And he's lost the front. Wigan Everton comes across the line to improve in time. Not position. Josh comes down the back straight. Tom going to twist there. Through the final corner. The final corner is very fast, very long, very flowing, and it's a very good place for lines to merge and stuff. Here we go. Josh crosses the line, and he jumps into 8th. So he has made my life very difficult, because now I've got to remember to bump him back to last place. The Suzuki's not easy to ride. Yes, yes, that is true. It is very. I would say it's the worst. It's definitely the worst handling bike. I'd say the worst handling bike in the same is definitely the Ducati. It can't turn. It hasn't got any rear grip. But the Suzuki, when I had to ride it, it's had a little problems with its braking. Its power was a bit less than the Yam, and its tyre wear is not that good. Apart from that, it's a decent bike. Definitely not the best bike to be on, but it's better than a factory Ducati, which is very weird to say. Well, it's not considering this year, but given the factors I've just stated, then it would be. So Jaffers goes around the final corner. He's going to get one more lap if he's got enough fuel to deck on his final lap. Round the final corner, takes a wide line and he goes off the track. I don't think he's going to improve, and he won't miss the hit stick. Now down the straight. Currently in P5. 17 thousandths of a second off P4. And Alston's lap qualifying is over. Who's the best looking rider? The stick does improve into 4th. I don't know what you best looking by riding style wise. Probably Dexter man to look for in terms of actual looks. Uh, I don't know. Here comes Leon. It's not improved. Kaiko, I believe, would be the last person. Oh, Chappers has still got a lap, but his lap's gone. So unless he can perform miracles at the last sector, I don't believe he will be improving. So here comes Kaiko at the final corner, and now it's just Chappers to finish the session off. Right, so how much penalty have I got to give Josh? 11. I'll give him 20. So it's Deck the Fallen who takes pole position for the second time in a row. Nelson, his teammate, is alongside him in second, and Monson is in third. I'm pretty sure that's the same front row as last week. Mr. Hitstick in fourth, VTR on his debut in fifth, Chappers on his debut in sixth, Leon, I think that might be one of his best qualifyings he's had in seventh, Jack Berman on his debut is eighth, Kaiko in ninth, Wicken Everton on his debut is 10th, John having an absolute disaster in 11th, and Josh, who's got to stop from last, will be 12th. So we wait to see the weather conditions, as it is clear skies. These are the conditions obviously most of them would have prepared for. Well, all of them would have prepared for, because it's the first thing you go for. Oh yes, and people are sending me their, hopefully they remember to send me their tyre choices. To mention yes, soft tyres on the rear does seem to be a bit of a right, so someone has actually accidentally sent their tyre choice to the group chat instead of me, so well, I don't think it won't make a difference. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, I think about everyone's. Because I think I know what Chappers will be running. He hasn't sent me anything, but I think I know what he's be running. Just waiting on John. He's don't know what he's doing. Maybe send me the message of what he's running, or I don't know. He's doing something. Hopefully, it won't be a pile up at turn 1. Soft tires and the reason, yes, it does seem crazy. I might have already answered that, but I haven't realised. John is making sneak. Ah, okay. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, sorry, there's a bit of a wait, but we'll get started soon, don't worry. Or another 2 or 3 minutes, hopefully. It does get people to just make sure all their setups are perfect. They've not loaded up the wrong setup on accident. I don't know why I'd be able to do that, but to make sure all the gears are perfect, all their steering and their suspension, the tyres, their ECU, the fuel. A lot can go wrong, yes, especially with turn 1, with how short the run is and how tight it is, you know, a 90-degree left. We've seen it in the real life races, how it can go wrong. Mark Marquez 125s, Jorge Lorenzo a couple of years ago, when his championship went fully in the bin, and his career really. Okay, John's ready, so he's waiting on one step, right. So, here we go. Tonight, I use a rising star. Unfortunately, Flavio couldn't make it today, but he will be with us next week, hopefully. Right, here we go. And we are away for Aragon, and it's Nelson he's got the. It looks like he's gonna be in front into turn 1. No, it's Monster. Monster goes in front, and Kaiko's gone down. Oh my God, how many have gone down? There's been a 4-bike pile-up as expected, so that is a red flag. 4-bike pile-up, just disaster. Dear oh dear. So, take 2. Hopefully there isn't going to be as big of a crash. Hopefully there isn't going to be any crashes really. Turn 1. Right, let's go again. Second time's the charm. I feared that there was going to be something to happen at the back of the grid, and there was. Right, here we go, take 2. And we're off again. Nelson once again getting a good start, but Dak getting equally as a good start. Into turn 1 we go. Everyone seems to have gone. Everyone's got through cleanly this time. Thank the Lord. And it's Monster going up the inside of Nelson, with 2 former teammates, and it is Monster who's out in front once again. Well, Nelson going round the outside. Oh, no, oh, Nelson. No, I'd say that was Nelson's fault. He went into the bike there. Whoa! I don't know what's going on. Mr. Hit6 into third, VTR fourth, Jack Berman fifth, Leon in sixth, Chappers in seventh. Someone's on the inside there. Oh, the two Yamahas are coming together. How has that not ended badly for VTR? Jack Berman's gone on the inside and crashed himself. All kinds of chaos. VTR going in the way of Chappers, that look like. This is, oh my god. It's nearly three abreast through turn 10. Two tech trial to the Suzuki. Dex now hit the front from Mr. Hitstick. Oh, Wigan Everton's at the back of Chappers there. Chappers going up the inside of Kaiko as well. What is going? And John going up the inside of Kaiko as well. Nicely done into turn 7, into P7, I should say. VTL's gone down. John's gone down. Oh god, Leon's gone down. I don't know what's going on here. All I could say though is that Deck is out in front. He hasn't hit any trouble. Monsters in second, and Mr. Hit6 in third. Here we go, we've got Josh and Kaiko going side by side round the final corner. And it is Josh who's come out on top. We've got VTR and Leon quite close together, can't get, there we go, VTR's hit the hit, gone in, I don't know if he hit Leon there, he's hit the hit mark and it cut, so probably not. But VTR goes up the inside of Leon, into turn 3, no. VTR, I think it's, oh yeah, he's clearly faster than Leon, and he's trying to get past as quick as possible. If he does another touch, I'll give him a warning, just because he needs to calm down a bit here. Whoa, I don't know, I think that was, yeah, Jack Berman going wide. Didn't mean to do that. So, got a load of John there. So, Deck with a second lead. Monster in second, who's got a second lead over Mr. Hitstick, who's got 1.5 second lead over Chappers, who's got Josh right up his trumpet. Whoa, who was that who went wide? That was Nelson. John and Jack Berman there going a bit close as well. Whoa, nice move there. John's going to use the power of the Hondas to just fly past the Yamaha. And there we go, we've got Josh and Chappers going side by side down the straight through the last corner. Kaiko's gone down. There wasn't any contact with him or Nelson there, so I don't think there's any problems there. John and Jack Berman go up into 9th and 10th. And Jack Berman has, I think, got the better of John. John going up the inside into turn 1, no. All sorts of chaos going on that one. The two Tech 12s having another disaster in 11th and 12th here. Not what they were hoping for. Monster keeping the gap at a second between him and Deck. So there's something. Oh, Wigan Everton's hit the curb and he's gone down. So Wigan Everton's debut is going up in smoke. So Miles is, oh, I'm going the wrong way. So we've got Nelson, champion. 2 races in a row now, he's crashed on lap 1. Well, it seems like we've got a bit of a trio coming up here. We've got Josh. Oh no, Nelson's... Oh, I say that, and Nelson's gone and crashed at the chicane, hit the curb, and he's gone down. That drops into 8th. Ooh. Nearly getting the way of Jack Berman there, but luckily no contact. Hang on. Dex managed to drop. He's made a mistake somewhere, and now it's Monster who leads the race. So Monster back in the lead of the race. You led it the early parts of lap 1, side by side between the two, into turn 1. And it's Deck up the inside, hits the curve very risky there. The pair of them have got penalties. don't know which one's got the bigger penalty, but... Oh, Josh has gone down. Josh and Chavs had a coming together there. And Josh being the one who's been worse off there. I think John's had another crash somewhere. Whoa, and he's passed his teammate. We haven't had another crash, I think that was just the gaps glitching out. So Josh is now free of the Josh attack. So back at the front, we've got Deck, who was re-lost the position to Monster, so much action on going on through these first 3 laps. It's only lap 4. Round a long right-hander. So Monster not being the fastest guy in the qualifying lap, but race pace wise, he's been incredible so far. Whoa, Deck gain on the green there, going very wide, and he's lost quite a lot of time doing that. A couple of attempts there, at least. Down the straight, it's where the Honda just pulls and pulls and pulls on that Yamaha. Yeah, luckily there's not been no instances, but that's been a problem. Just luckily there hasn't been any crashes. So Deck now is trying to claw back the positions. The time on a Monster, but Jack Bowman's come down. That promotes the 2 Repsol Hondas into 8th and 9th now. And Nelson's also catched up to VTR in 6th place. That's something to keep an eye on as well. But this is the battle at the front. Championship leader Monster, second in the championship Deck. Mr. Hitstick in 3rd, so carbon copy of the top 3 from the last race. Everyone else though in different positions. Whoa, Monster making a bit of a mistake there, going on the inside curve. That's lost a bit of drive. And now down the back straight. That's going to be a slipstream, but still the Honda power is going to be a bit much, I think. Yep. Through the final corner. Jack Berman's gone down again, so his debuts. So two of the rider debuts of Jack Berman and Wigan Everton going up in smoke. Josh has overtaken his teammate John. Through turn 1. All good there. Just keeping a gap on the gap. Keep an eye on the gap between Nelson and VTR. That was 0.1, but that's gone up to half a second. So Nelson must have made a mistake there, possibly running on through turn 1. Deck hitting the back of Monster there. Luckily, they haven't crashed. Oh, is that going to set up the turn 7? No. Now through the reverse corkscrew. Deck's going to go for the undercut. No, he's not close enough. Or is he close enough? No, he's not. Monster's just going to be able to have the gap ahead of him. 2 championship leaders duking it out. Here we go. Into turn 12. And Deck has had to run on, outbraking himself. Just the odd mistake here by Deck, and that is what's giving Monster the edge. Whoa, very wide for Deck there. There we got Nelson, VTR, and VTR's actually getting closer to the back of Leon now, so this is turning into a battle for 5th place. Here we go. down the straight. It's a drag race, and Nelson has won that drag race, and he's gone into 6th position. Bit of help with Slipstream getting a bit of a better drive, but VTR going to go up the inside. Nelson's left the room, and VTR is through. But Nelson looks to get the better drive. Side by side again, drag race down the home straight into turn 1. VTR going up the inside of Nelson. Now VTR gets it back with Nelson. The pair of them goes side by side round turn 2. How have they both stayed on? Nelson going underneath, turns to the outside VTR, and he's got him. We get into turn 5, and Nelson has managed to succeed in passing VTR, and he now looks to try and take Leon for 5th place, as long as he doesn't make any mistakes. Back at the front, Dak is closed back in. He's closed back in on a Monster a bit. There's been a coming together between the two guys at the back. Very interesting line taken there, and into this. Oh, Jack Bowman goes up the inside, and he takes Wigan Everton. Wigan Everton looks to take him back. No. Maybe for the flip. No, I think VTL's got that position done. We've got John in 9th, getting caught by Kaiko in 10th. Josh by himself, but Nelson now on the back of Leon. This is where he took 6th place. He managed to finally seal 6th place a lap ago. Can he take 5th? He's got the run on Leon. He's going to go for the turn 7 move, I believe. Yes, he is, and he is through. And Chappers is his next target. 3 seconds to close. Leon getting very close to the back there, not giving up that 5th position very easily. Kaiko and John having a coming together. Oh, and John's just gone straight into the back of Kaiko there. That's not what he would have wanted. And Chappers is starting to close in now on Mr. Hitstick. 1.4 seconds the gap. So what is the close gap? I think it's these two out the front. VTR's gone down. Where is that? That is at turn 1. But yes, it is. Oh no, his bike's on the curb. Oh no. Oh, thank God he's spawned on the other side. So VTR's dropped to 8th. Man who's definitely had the pace for top 5, but unfortunately it's not gone the way he's been hoping for. Through the reverse corkscrew deck, taking well, it took a bit of time on the entry, but not on the exit. We got Jack Berman and John. Now, whoa, fighting for the final points paying position. Up the inside. John's gone very wide. Oh no! Oh no! That's gone down, and because John went wide, his bike's just fallen into. That's just very bad luck there. Nelson starting to catch Chappers for 4th place. So after the final corner here, we'll have 3 laps to go of this. Another chaotic race, an entertaining race, that's for sure. Been some crashes. Luckily, there hasn't been too many since it's just more crashes, and then sometimes it's just been ill fortune for some. Jack Boomer's crashed again, so that is pretty much his race over. Too many crashes for him. So Chappers closing on Mr. Hitstick and Nelson closing on Chappers, so that this could be a nice little battle brewing for the final lap for 3rd position. Who's going to win out of these two? Monster on the LCR Honda, or Deck on the Petronas Yamaha. Look, everything's gone down. Where's that? Where's he crashed? He's crashed it. Look, and then John's gone down as well. So John, who had a chance to get back into the points paying position, has gone down. Jack Booms, although they haven't had a coming together when coming back on track, have they? I don't know, but something's gone on. There's a Hitstick needs to be worried now about Chappers and Nelson, both under a second away from each other. Because I think if Deck's going to win this, he needs to be in front of Monster coming out that chicane. Well, he's at the curb there, that's not going to help his entry, well, his corner speed. Jack Boomer's crashed again, it's just crash after crash for him. As you expect through the corners, Deck is faster, but just Monster's able to get the exit speed and just brake a lot better. Look at this is the battle brew for 3rd place. Hitstick being chased and hounded by two riders. Chappers on the Suzuki, Nelson on the Petronas. But we got Monster and Deck who are close now. They're probably looking to set up a move somewhere. Those who got Mr. Hitstick's made a mistake through the reverse corkscrew, and the pair of them are now riding his tail. Who's going to get 3rd place out of these two? Monster and Deck are now 5 for the lead. Monster still coming out on top. Oh great, I've got 2 battles to keep an eye on. This is going to be nigh on impossible. Deck looking for, that is possibly where the move could be for the win. Mr. Hitstick goes out a bit wide. Chappers goes for the inside. No, he's not able to do it. But Nelson goes up the inside and he's taken the pair of them. Oh my god, and Chappers has gone from 4th to 4th. Hitstick's gone from 5th to 3rd, and Nelson going from 5th to 3rd. Oh my god. BTR's gone down again. What an incredible move by Nelson there. Mr. Hitstick into the back of Chappers, but I don't know, has that affected him? No, he's still got the 4th place, that's good. Monster's gone down. They've had a coming together, him and Deck. They're both fallen off. Oh my god, this could give Nelson the win. Oh my god. No, I don't think they're close enough. I don't know what's gone on. Oh my god. Well, I think Deck might be taking responsibility for that, and he's giving up the time that he would have gained to Monster, so that is good. Absolute scenes here for the final 2 laps. I think Deck might have possibly just outbroke himself. Deck's going extremely wide here and there now. This might be. Oh, Monster making. No, he's fine. Probably made a bit of a mistake there. So Monster, he's led for most of the way. Got Nelson for Chappers in 4th. Hitstick in 5th. All of these so close. And it looks like Monster, who's only got a few corners to go now before he wins his second race in a row. Through the chicane and through the left. Just 2 corners to go now. So here we go. Around the final corner now. Well, this is the first half of it. And now the second half. And it is going to be Monster who takes his second victory in a row. Deck gets another second place. Nelson. I don't know what's happened there, but Chappers is inherited third. What? What? Something's happened to Nelson. What? What's just... What? Just... It's... What? Nelson's got 8th, Kaiko 9th, Wigan Everton coming around the final corner now. I don't know whether Nelson's controller stick drift or what, but that was extremely confusing. Anyway, whatever that was, Monster takes the win, second victory in a row, and will extend his championship lead. Deck takes another second place, so he remains in second place, and Chappers on his debut race takes third place after Nelson's extremely bizarre into the race. There's a hit stick in 4th, Leon in 5th, Josh in 6th, VTR in 7th, Nelson in 8th, Kaiko in 9th, Wigan Everton in 10th, 4 minutes and 1 second off the pace. John in 11th and Jack Berman in 12th. 4 minutes and 1 second off the... I don't know what's going on here. Mental stuff. But we will now be having interviews with the top 3 riders. I'm so confused. I'm still baffled about what just happened. Right, I'll get the 3 podium finishes on the. I've never been so confused to an end of the race. Right, so everyone, your top 3 are here, yes? I'll take that as, as
Nelson,
yes.
What happened?
Oh, so it was controller issues, it turns out, which was my theory.
Oh well.
Right, so
Yo, that battle me, you and Mr. Hitstick had. Well, you rammed into the back of me. I was like, what the hell?
Win last lap.
right, so let's get the interviews done and over with, then we can have some good discussions over the race. So, Chappers, you had a very quiet race for about like three quarters of that race until the final 3 laps, where it was you, Hitstick, and Nelson fighting for third place. You went in 1 minute, 1 corner, you went from 4th to 4th, which was incredible. How that all perfectly transitioned, and then it looked like you were going to get 4th position before Nelson seemed to have some kind of controller issue out the final corner, gifting you a podium position.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really fun race. I was kind of dreading it today because of being in the commentary box and seeing how much incidents can happen, especially turn ones. I was a bit nervous about that happening, but I seemed to get quite lucky in turn one to get away with it and seem to avoid all the collisions. But the race was pretty fun. I mean, I had most of it on my own, but it was nice to be able to see I was catching Mr. Hitstick. And normally the Suzuki tends to have bad tyre wear, but for me, I never seem to have that issue. I seem to be handling the tyres quite well. And it was fun having a little battle with Mr. Hitstick and Nelson as it kind of all transitioned. It was like a battle that happened in real life a few years ago with Ian One and a couple of other riders who I can't think of, but it was kind of a similar battle like that. And it was really fun to be able to do that with the guys. And I thought I'd be settling for 4th place after I overtook Mr. Hitstick, and all of a sudden Nelson just swerved to the side, so I was like, what the hell's going on? But somehow I've gotten a 3rd place gifted, so thank you, Nelson. And yeah, I've really enjoyed doing the wildcard race, replacing Flabby, who I'm sure would have done a good job as well, because he showed good pace in testing. But I'm glad to get Suzuki's first podium of the VollGazzRacing, and I'm hoping that we can hopefully get some more, and I'm looking forward to possibly doing another race whenever that time will come. But yeah, that was a great race, and well done to the guys in 1st and 2nd and the rest of them.
Thank you. So, Deck, you had the lead at the end of lap 1. You had about a second lead over Monster. Then I didn't see what happened, but you managed to lose that lead. And then it turned into sort of just a cat and mouse kind of play where you'd catch you, you're nearly passing, and you'd make a mistake. Then you catch him again, and you make another mistake. And then you and him had a coming together on the first lap of the last lap of the first corner. I didn't actually see that, but unfortunately that seemed to have what killed your race at the end of it. So just explain what happened during that race.
This game's trash, no comment.
Is that all you got to say?
That's it.
Okay, thank you, Deck. Now, short and sweet. And we'll go to our double race winner now, Monster. You got 3rd on the grid, and you ended up leading. I think from lap 3 onwards, pretty much. You had your collision with Deck, and you were holding him off quite well. How was that race for you? Okay, thank you. So that is round 2 over of the VollGazzRacing Season 2. Next week, we are going to be in Saxon Ring for round 3, so we will see you then. Goodbye.